Hello everyone, and welcome to our final installment. Oh, there's a loud car outside. Hold on. Hello everyone, and welcome to our final installment of DIY Bye, the series where I try to use up as much of my DIY supplies as possible before I say bye to Wisconsin and move across the country. This is the final installment because, as you can probably tell by my different setup here, I've already moved. I'm in Maryland now, which also means I have some really fun home decor, room makeover videos coming up, but let's not get ahead of ourselves. Today's upcycles were done before the move, and they involve painting, some super simple alterations, and a complete thrift flip transformation. So, let's meet the contestants. First up, this tote bag, which is the only non-thrifted item. I got a pack of these on Amazon to paint on, so this transformation is literally meant to be. Contestant number 2, these floral pants, which have the perfect color and pattern, but not the perfect fit. Can they still have their Cinderella moment? Item 3, these leafy printed pants, which are the perfect flowy vacation vibe, but they do seem to be made for someone 7 feet tall. And finally, this green tank top, which I cut these holes into an entire year ago with the vision, and then I couldn't figure out how to execute it, so like many contestants on this channel, it spent a year in the back of my closet. Alright, first up, we just have a little painting DIY. We are painting a cute little floral design on this tote bag. This was actually one of my birthday gifts for my mom. I love making painted tote bags for people as gifts, and some of you guys have said you want to see the process behind that before, so here's an example. So my first step was to sketch my idea, and I wanted sort of like a scattered floral graphic with lots of different colors and types of flowers. So I just kind of sketched that out, played around with different types of flowers, different colors, until I liked how it looked. Also, I just want to say right now, I'm so sorry in this new place. The traffic on the street is really loud. I hope it's not disrupting you guys too much, and I'm gonna see what I can do to minimize that, but I'm sorry if you can hear it. Then I just laid out my bag with some cardboard inside to give it a nice solid surface, and then sketched my design onto the canvas in pencil, which you really cannot see at all, but just trust me, it is there. Then I basically just colored it in. First, I painted all the stems in my 2 different shades of green, and then I just started adding color for all the different flowers. I did the base colors first, and then after that was all done, I just went back and added some depth and detail with secondary colors to create shadows, highlights, and just a generally more natural look. This kind of DIY is great because you can really go as simple or as detailed as you want with it and just have fun creating whatever you imagine. Yeah, I loved this bag. It turned out so cute. I literally want to make another matching one to keep for myself, so I'm very excited to show you the final product at the end. Okay, our next flip is some extremely simple sewing. We are just taking in these pants and slightly changing the silhouette. First, I just tried them on inside out and pinned an equal amount pinched in on each side until it fit how I wanted it, then pinned an angled line from there outwards toward the existing hem. This pair of pants was also sort of made with a curvier fit, but I wanted it to be a straight leg, so I also took in the thighs a bit to have a straighter cut. For this, I literally just observed where it seemed to curve out and pinned a straight line down over it, kind of cutting off the curved part instead. I hope that's clear with the visual. Hopefully you can see what I'm doing. I did also try them on quickly while pinned to make sure it was giving the straight cut I wanted, and once I was satisfied with that pinning, I just sewed a straight stitch down along that pinned line. It was truly that simple, and voila! We not only took in the pants, but also gave them a fresh new cut. Alright, next up we have these leafy printed pair of pants, and for these ones we also have to take them in, but then, more importantly, we have to hem the very, very, very long bottoms. So to take these in, we did the exact same technique as the last pair, just pinching it in on the sides to fit, pinning it in place, and then again just sewing an angled straight stitch from where it was pinned at the waist out to the existing side hem. Next, it was time to hem. To figure out the perfect slouchy but still wearable without tripping over your own feet length, I just put the pants on and pinned them up at different lengths until when standing straight up, they fell exactly how I wanted them to. This took a couple readjustments, but that's fine. That was the point. I just moved the pins slightly up or down until the pants felt just how I wanted them. Once I liked the length they were pinned at, I just took them off and measured how far up they were pinned, which turned out to be an even 5 inches. Then I just repinned everything more precisely to be an even 5-inch crop all the way around, and then just sewed it down with a straight stitch to hem. Finally, I cut off the excess fabric, and that was that. I probably also should have ironed down the hem to make it lay perfectly flat and, you know, nice and crisp, but I didn't, and it worked out fine. Okay, now we are on to our final project. I wanted to transform a plain, basic, thrifted tank top into this. I saw this on Pinterest like a year ago, fell in love with it, had to recreate it. Just learned while making this video that it is the Paloma wool slinky silk top, which is no longer available from them, but you can buy it secondhand online if you don't have it in you to make it yourself. But today, we're making it. Honestly, I had no idea how I was gonna make this, hence me kind of starting it like a year ago and then not knowing how to move forward and leaving it in my closet all this time. But luckily, I've watched a lot more sewing videos since I abandoned this shirt, and this time I returned with greater skill and a clear vision. Let's get started. So first, we're making 2 holes in the center of the shirt. I had already made these tiny starter holes a year ago, but I knew they had to be bigger because then with the drawstring, they would become smaller when tightened. So I had to expand them both. So the first one I made so it would fall just below the collarbones, and then I made the one below that would fall right in between the boobs, a little larger than the higher one. Then I knew I would need more fabric to make the little channels for the drawstrings, so I also cut off the bottom hem and cut open the seam to make a long strip. Then I cut 2 lengths of that long strip to fit fully around each of the circles. Now it was time to start pinning things together. So first I started pinning my little flaps that I would turn into the channels for the drawstrings around the edges of the circles. And then I realized there was no way I could sew down this slippery, stretchy fabric into a circle with just pins. So I paused again to order this wash away hem tape. The stuff is from Amazon. It was $9, and oh my God, life-changing. If you are ever sewing with slippery, stretchy fabric or any small details or a lot of curved lines like a circle, you need to use this. It will make your project 1,000 times easier. 1,000% recommend. Anyway, now that I had this stuff, I was ready to sew down my drawstring channels. First, I just taped each strip down so that the edge of each strip circled all the way around the edge of each circle, and then I just sewed them down like that all the way around. Then, to turn these flaps into channels, I pinned down the other edge of each flap to the edge of the circle on the inside of the shirt, and then sewed it down. Also, I sewed the ends of the little strips together and then sewed them down and then recut little holes to like put the ribbons through, which was dumb. Don't do that. You should do it the easier way, which is just to line up the ends of the strips so they're like at the bottom of the circle, and then you already have a hole in place. Unfortunately, I didn't think of that, so here I am cutting 2 little holes into my channels, and then I just cut some ribbon long enough to loop through and tie in a bow, then threaded it through with a safety pin, cinched the drawstring, and tied it in a little bow. By the way, the ribbon I used for this I also got on Amazon. It was the perfect size for the super skinny little channels, and they had it in like a million different colors, so I will link that below as well. Alright guys, with that, we've finished all 4 projects. Are you ready for the final reveal? Let's do it. First, we have our plain tote bag, now transformed with the cutest little floral graphic. I love how simple and sweet this looks. It's giving major farmer's market vibes to me. It's giving, I would carry this while wearing overalls to go pick up new seedlings to plant in my garden. And I love how versatile the design is. Like, it works as a gift for my mom, but it could also work for like a teen or 20 something, you know, very simple and cute for all. BRB, I may be making myself one right now. Next, we have these amazing graphic floral pants, now adjusted to perfectly fit me with the high waist and straight leg cut of my dreams. I am in love with these. I have already worn them, and I have to say, do not underestimate the value of a little tailoring to your own body. Like, These fit me so perfectly now. They're so comfortable. They have a better fit than pants off the rack in my own size. Similarly, these leafy pajama pants, which I will just be wearing as regular pants, are also the perfect funky baggy pants now that they're hemmed and fitted to my waist. I will say, I actually think I could have kept them a little longer for that long slouchier look, but I can always undo it and rehem it a little longer. And for now, this works great to make them practical and wearable and so comfy. And last but certainly not least, this sad, partially cut up, forgotten green tank top finally achieved self-actualization by being transformed into this beautiful Paloma wool imitation. I am actually so freaking proud of this one and how close it looks to the inspiration. Like, I truly did not know if this would work out until it was literally on my body. Every step of the way I was like, am I ruining this shirt? I don't know. But look how well it turned out. Huge success. I have also already worn this one with the floral pants from earlier, actually, and yeah, in conclusion, I love it, and I'm very proud of myself. Alright y'all, please let me know your favorite contestant, which DIYs in this video you would do yourself. Also, I have a gorgeous subscriber project to shout out this week. Eva Bloom sent me a picture on Instagram of this patchwork dress she made from my video tutorial. You can watch it right there if you want to, but look how freaking cute this is. She even added buttons. She's leveling up the design. We love to see it. And of course, if you do any DIYs inspired by this video or any of my videos, please send me a picture on Instagram. I want to see. It makes me so happy when people send them. If you want to see more simple DIY thrift flip inspo, I would suggest my last thrift flips video. Oh, and I heard if you like the video, leave a comment. Send it to a friend who you think might enjoy it. Watch another video, and or, of course, subscribe. You will come up with the perfect DIY gift for your mom's birthday.